What is up, traders? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to do a quick weekly forecast, and in the process, I'm going to showcase my own trading strategy, and I'm also going to explain the psychology behind every single trade that I take. So if you are interested in this video, let's go. Alright, traders, so here we're looking at GBP versus AUD on the daily time frame. So it's very important for you guys to always start on the higher time frame. Start from the high time frame to the lowest possible time frame, right? So now when I look at this chart, I see that we have this high right here, okay? And when I look closely, I notice that we have this touch and another touch right here. This is a double top. We now have a double top pattern right here. So with a double top pattern, this is a reversal pattern, okay? So here, price tapped into this level and started pushing to the downside, right? So now price is back again at this level. So this means that we are going to expect price to start dropping, right? Because this is a double top, right? So now let's scale down to the 4-hour time frame and see what we have. Okay, so now we are on the 4-hour time frame, right? So look at this. Look at this. So normally with my own trading strategy, you know that I'm looking for 3 touches. So here we have 1 touch, 2 touch, and the 3rd touch right here, okay? So now let's look here on the left side, okay? So here we have this liquidity point right here. This is our area of value. We see prices taking out the area of value 1, 2 on the second touch, right? So here on the second touch, we are not going to do anything, right? This is the second touch. On the second touch, we are not looking to sell on the second touch. However, we are looking to sell on the 3rd touch. So again, when we look here, we have another area of value here. This is our liquidity point. And we see that price has taken out the liquidity above this high here, okay? So this means that from here, we can actually look for selling opportunities, right? We can actually look for selling opportunities. And to be honest, in this case, my target was going to be this low down here, okay? But before you jump into this trade, we need to look at other things. We still have another high at the top, okay? So this high right here is another area of value. So this is very important because remember, on the higher time frame, on the daily time frame, this is the highest point, right? So let's say, for example, we had taken this trade, okay? Let's say we had taken this trade and we are in this position right here, okay? And let's do this again, okay? So now we are expecting price to at least reach this point, right? And now from here we see a rejection. Price start going up, okay? Price start going up instead of going down. So maybe we are still holding the trade. Maybe we're still holding the trade because we expect that price might actually reverse somewhere right here, okay? So maybe it's fine. Maybe we took a loss right here. It's fine. That is the nature of the market. We are going to take losses at some point, right? So let's say we entered this trade and then price reversed, went to the upside. And then later we realized that, oh, we still have this high right here. Okay, we still have this high right here, and then now price is taking out this liquidity at this point right here. Okay, so now we are looking to sell from here. We are looking to sell, right? And then maybe we enter somewhere here, and again our target is still this low right here. Okay, so now let's look at this. We have this area of value, and price is taking out the liquidity, resting above this high, and then now we are looking to sell, right? And also here you can see that so instead of 3 points right here, we have the last one, which makes 4, right? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, right? But this last touch is very important. This is very, very important because it is at the resistance zone, right? You can see that price tapped into here, reversed to the downside, came back again, now it's reversing, right? This is very important right here. This is an area of value, and we also have another touch. Okay, so normally I look for 3 touches, right? But you need to keep in mind that the market is evolving. The market changes all the time. The market does not stay the same. So if you are always looking for 3 touches, it means that you are looking for perfection. You're not going to always get the perfect entries in the market, right? Sometimes you need to apply your logic. You need to adapt, adjust your analysis, and adapt to the changing market conditions, right? So instead of 3 touches, we have 4 touches, and the 4th touch is in the very interesting area, right? This is a very interesting area right here. So let's say now we had taken a sell right here. We're taking a sell, and our stop loss is only just a few pips above, only a few pips above, and again we are still expecting price to come here. So now let's remove this one because the stop loss has been hit, so it's fine. Now we're focused on the next trade. Okay, so price went down from here, okay, and then rejected again at this. Okay, so we see price is pushed up from here, and then now price has tapped into this area right here. Okay, and what we see from this area is that price has once again rejected, right? So this means that we can anticipate price to continue going to the downside from here. So let me remove this. Okay, all right, so now we see that price has once again rejected here, right? So let's scale down to the 1 hour time frame. So now we are on the 1 hour time frame. Remember, from the higher time frame, our bias is bearish, right? It means we are looking for selling opportunities, right? So now we are here, price is here. Once again, let us draw our trend line here. Okay, so now let's look at this. We have 1 touch almost, and we have the 2nd touch and the 3rd touch. You see, this is the perfection that you're looking for. But again, remember, do not look for perfection. You are going to lose in the market, right? Or you're going to miss good trades because you're looking for perfection. But here, this is a very good example of the trading strategy because we have our classic 1, 2, 3 touches. So on the 3rd touch, we see that price dropped. Okay, so now price is currently here. Price is currently here. So now what do we do with this information? I know that let's say from here you see 1, 2, 3, and then after this candlestick closes, you enter with a sell position. And once again, our target is all the way down here. Okay, before that, you can actually take this maybe TP1 from here and then TP2 from this level right here, okay? And this, the last one, is going to be our TP3. You know, sometimes you need to secure your profits, right? So we are here on 1 hour time frame. Price is currently here and our bias is bearish. We continue looking for selling opportunities. So next week when the market opens, I am going to be looking for selling opportunities right here. Okay, so remember, we have our risk entry, which is this one here. This is our risk entry, and we also have the second entry, which is the reduced risk entry. So with the reduced risk entry, you enter only when price breaks below the trend line. Okay, so here we see the price is broken on the trend line. This means that we can start looking for selling opportunities around this point, right? Let's say, for example, maybe you missed this opportunity right here. If you missed this opportunity, you can wait for the second opportunity, which is going to be somewhere around here, which is the reduced risk entry. Okay, but you need to keep in mind, this is only just a forecast. This is a prediction of what might happen in the market. Does not necessarily mean this is going to happen, right? So price, instead of pushing to the downside, price might just go up and continue pushing to the upside, right? This can happen, right? This can happen, but based on what I've seen, based on what I've analyzed, I am expecting price to continue going to the downside. So let's go on the 15 minutes and see what's happening. So here, this is on the 15 minutes time frame, right? So on the 15 minutes time frame, we have this low right here. Okay, so all right, so here on the 15 minutes, this would be nice. Okay, price already almost tapped into this level. I think it would be nice to see price drop from this level, right? All right, so if this does not happen, say for example price start pushing to the upside, comes back and respect this level right here and continue pushing up, you are closing. If you have entered into this trade and you see something like this happening, you are closing, because this means that the setup has been invalidated, right? This can happen because at this point we don't have a good entry point, right? So just like somewhere here, you see this was an impulse correction, so this was a good entry point for us, right? But here currently we don't have this good entry point, unless if, let me remove some of this, unless if price give us something like this, right? If price is going up but in this pattern, this is a continuation pattern. If price is going up in this pattern, this means that we are going to have a good entry point, right? So now the best thing to do on this pair is to actually wait. Don't just enter immediately when the market opens. You need to wait and see what we are having in the market. So if we have something like this, this is going to be easy for us to enter a sell right here, right? It's going to be easy for us to enter a sell, right? And as you can see, we're 1, 2, 3, and then this is going to be easy for us to enter a sell. And if price is going up in this pattern, so maybe we might expect price to reject somewhere here and then continue going down. So this is going to be a good entry for us, right? But if price just aggressively start pushing to the upside, that is a bad sign. That is a bad sign. You need to close as fast as you can and run away from this pair. All right. So now this is my analysis. This is my bias. My bias is bearish. So I'm going to look for selling opportunities on this specific pair. Right. So if you have enjoyed this breakdown, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Cheers.